Alright, so now we're about to get on to painting this bracket. We've got our pins picked up and drilled and everything for that, so time to make her look good. So we've got our parts all painted up and ready for install. I know I haven't talked much about this at all, but this is the factory park reverse neutral, and then the shifter grommet setup from the factory. I've opened it up here so that those can come through here, and painted it because it was white, so it won't be such a sore thumb. You won't be able to see it barely. But right here I'll be able to put the factory plate across there, and it'll block off that open area and make it look pretty nice, I'm thinking. Alright, so here's the factory little shifter bezel back installed, painted up. Looks pretty good. Once it's in the car and the tubes are coming through there, it's going to look real good. Now we got to dive into the wiring for the neutral safety switch and all that good stuff. So we'll get in here and I'll show you all the pin out and everything. Alright, so now for wiring your neutral safety switch, you'll need this connector right here that came off of your shifter. And let's see here. Let me find the pin numbers here. I have found the pin information here. I'll put a screen grab of it up here. So it's actually purple, white, and teal. Pins E and F. Those guys there. So what we're going to do is I have a connector set up. This guy here, and I got 2 of these wires are for my neutral safety switch. 2 of these wires are for my reverse lights when I get that micro switch in. I'm not ordering one for now. So I'm going to go ahead and wire it up in this connector though. Alright, so we got this all wired up. Now for these 2 wires, there was this connector on it. This guy right here, little 2-pin connector. We've got green with a white stripe and brown with a white stripe. This you want to jump together for your trunk release to work. So this is another one of those safety features that if this isn't grounded or arced off or in continuity with each other, you won't be able to pop your trunk. So you're going to want to jump these guys together. So I'm going to throw the shift cable in here. We're going to loosely assemble everything, get that cable routed, and then put a mark on there to know where we need to drill it out for the cable. So got this laid in here to where we can put the center console back in. Got some bolts just holding it lined up. So console in, top on, shifter in, mark the hole. So, unfortunate twist of events here. We're not going to be able to use the cigarette lighter hole just because of the angled back and the height of it. And I guess I could cut some off of these, but I don't really feel like doing that. Everything still lines up here and everything. There's a little bit bigger gap because that's being pressed through there. But when you're driving, you're not going to really notice that too bad. And it doesn't look bad or anything. So there's a bracket up in here where the dash mounts, and just on the right side of it is going to be a nice straight course for that cable. So I'm going to get all this pulled back out now and plan out a little spot for it. And so the spot I was talking about, here's the bracket here, just to the right of this, right up in here. Going to cut out some of that rubber and everything, and that's where my hole's going to be. So it's going to be a pretty good spot for my situation. Now if you're someone planning to do it like this, you can take into consideration your angles and everything, maybe make it a little shorter so you can get through there, and just keep that in mind for your application. So I've decided to wait to drill the hole until the dash comes out, because that's next step, is pulling the dash out, getting all the wiring done, AC box out, all that good stuff, finishing the gauges. So we're gonna, I guess, go ahead and cut the video off here, because the shifter's done other than that hole, and it's not getting done today. So we'll see y'all guys next time.